The first time that I remember standing outside the White House, I was a senior in high school. We made it a project to swim in all the fountains of Washington, D.C. I've been here as a journalist. I've been outside the White House picketing way more than I've been in it. Certainly during the Nixon administration, all of Vietnam.
We are the women that our parents warned us about.
For my series Woman, we travel the world showing how violence against women destabilizes countries. In our episode about assault in the U.S. military, we show gender violence is a problem we face here at home, too.
As far as we've come, the fact is our society still does not sufficiently value women.
President Obama and Vice President Biden have been major allies in the struggle to end violence against women.
This is not a women's issue. This is an American issue.
In 1990, then Senator Joe Biden introduced the Violence Against Women Act.
If we mean to do something about it, do something about it.
Since it became law in 1994, rates of domestic violence have gone down more than 50%. I had the chance to talk with Vice President Biden about why sexual violence is still an issue we face in this country and what we can do about it.
You want to end violence in America? If I can only do one thing, end violence against women.
You've been a prophet of the fact that violence against females is an indicator of every other kind of violence. So how would you, for somebody who thinks that violence against women is important and, we should do something about it, but it's not really as important as foreign policy.
All you got to do is look at the countries that are doing economically the worst. You'll see there are countries where women are subjugated. For example, if women were the same percentage in the workplace, not even equal pay, just same percentage in the workplace, the total GDP would be $28 trillion greater. That would be economic prosperity for everyone.
That's the economic argument, but how do we show what I think is the truth and what you have always said, which is that violence at home normalizes violence
Well, it
everywhere
does.
else?
It's a cultural problem. Can you imagine if I were beaten up and abused, anyone saying, well, what did I say to my abuser? What was I wearing? Yet, you have now, even to this day, women as well as men looking at a woman saying who was raped, how short was your skirt? Did you have on a bra? What were you wearing?
Is that what you think is the common thread between abuse in the military, sexual abuse in the military, and sexual abuse on campus?
And it's deeply rooted in the notion that in Western civilization, that women are the property of, subservient to, somehow responsible to men.
Now, Vice President Biden is trying to prevent sexual assault on campus through the It's On Us initiative.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
One of the things I did virtual town hall meetings with thousands of students, and I said, what is the one thing we could do to make your campus, your high school safer? Spontaneously, the response was get men involved. So part of the changing the culture is changing the sense of responsibility of men. So I show up on campus, and somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000 students show up. And I ask them to take the pledge. Those who are willing, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to intervene in situations where consent is not or cannot be given. Until we get to the point where the pariah is the abuser, not the reporter, I'll know we succeeded when not a single woman who's abused ever says, what did I do? How was I responsible?
There were a number of administrations in which somehow you didn't feel right about going in the White House. You only felt right about picketing from the outside. To be here today, toward the end of President Obama's administration, is a gift, because I realize that it's the first time in my life that I feel that the White House belongs to everybody and represents everybody, including me. To support gender equality, go to VICELAND.com/woman.